This Akashic Records reading came through very clearly, but not in the way you might expect. It didn't come through as one moment, it came through as a series of them. So I want you to just take a breath for a moment, because what I'm picking up on is something you've lived through more than once. When I first accessed your records, I didn't see a single event. I saw repetition, situations that looked different on the surface, but carried the same underlying energy, the same kind of pressure, the same kind of decision, the same kind of choice. And each time, you were being tested, not in an obvious way, not in a way where someone told you, this is a test, but in moments where something felt off, where something challenged you, where something pulled at you to react, to respond, to choose a certain way. And I need you to understand this part clearly. These weren't random situations. They were intentional, not placed in front of you to break you, but to reveal something within you. Because what I'm seeing is you were given multiple opportunities to respond differently, to choose differently, to act from awareness instead of reaction. And at first, it wasn't always clear. There were moments where things felt confusing, where you questioned yourself, where you weren't sure what the right choice was. But even in those moments, you felt something, a quiet pull, a sense that you knew what to do, even if it wasn't easy. Even if it went against what you felt in the moment, even if it meant walking away, staying silent, or choosing something that didn't feel immediately rewarding. And that's where the test was. Not in what happened, but in how you responded to it. There's something very specific here about restraint, because there were moments where you could have reacted differently. Moments where you could have said something, done something, chosen something easier, but you didn't. You paused, you held back, you chose awareness over reaction, and that mattered more than you realized at the time. There's also something here about situations that felt unfair, where you felt misunderstood, or like you were being pushed into something that didn't align with you, and you had a choice to meet that energy or to step out of it. And what I'm seeing is you stepped out, not perfectly every time, but enough to shift something, enough to show that you were no longer responding from the same place you once did. And that's what changed everything. Because this wasn't about perfection, it was about awareness. It was about whether you could recognize what was happening and choose differently, even in small ways, even when no one else noticed, even when it didn't feel like it mattered. There's also something here about patterns, because these situations didn't just happen once, they repeated in different forms, with different people, in different environments, but the core was the same, and each time you were given another chance, not because you failed before, but because the awareness was deepening, because you were being brought back to the same kind of situation to see if you would recognize it sooner. And I'm feeling this very clearly. You did, maybe not immediately, maybe not the first time, but over time, you started to see it. You started to notice. This feels familiar. This feels like something I've experienced before. And in those moments, you chose differently. You didn't react the same way. You didn't stay in it the same way. You didn't allow it to affect you the way it once did. And that's when the shift happened. That's when the test was no longer a test, because you had already moved beyond it. And I need you to hear this clearly. You're not still being tested in the same way. It might feel like it at times, because similar situations can still appear, but your response is not the same. Your awareness is not the same. You're not in the same place anymore. There's also something here about how you feel now, because part of you still questions it, still wonders if you handled things the right way, if you could have done something differently, if you missed something. But what I'm seeing is you didn't miss it. You moved through it. You learned from it. You responded in a way that shifted your pattern. And that's what matters. Not the outcome, not how others perceived it, but how you chose to move through it. There's also something here about your strength, and it doesn't come through in an obvious way. It's not loud. It's not forceful. It's quiet. It's controlled. It's the ability to pause when everything around you is reactive, to stay grounded when something is trying to pull you out of alignment, to choose awareness even when it's not the easiest option. And that's what you've done, more times than you realize. And that's why this is coming through now, because you're not in the same cycle anymore. You're not repeating the same pattern. You've already shifted it. And even if similar situations appear, they don't carry the same weight because you're not responding from the same place. And that's the difference. That's what passing the test actually is. It's not a moment of recognition. It's a change in behavior, a change in awareness, a change in how you move through situations that once affected you deeply. And you've already done that, not all at once, not perfectly, but enough to move forward, enough to step out of that cycle. So if this is resonating, if you felt those repeated situations, those moments of pressure, those choices that didn't feel easy, but you made them anyway, this is your confirmation. You didn't fail those moments. You didn't miss anything. You moved through it, and that matters more than you realize. So just take a breath and notice what you feel right now, because that sense of calm, that subtle clarity, that quiet understanding, that's not something you're searching for anymore. That's something you've already reached. And from here, things don't repeat the same way. They shift, they align, they become clearer, because you're no longer in the same place. You've already moved forward.